Alright, good morning, gentlemen. Today we're going to be continuing the lesson on the agrarian or the agricultural revolution. And we're going to be focusing on the factors that influence the revolution in Great Britain. Meaning, what are some of the things that caused this revolution to come into play? First one is that there was a rapid growth in the, you got it right, it's population, which led to overcrowded cities. As a result, there was a demand for more, food to feed the growing urban population. Since fewer people were needed to produce food, farm families by the thousands moved to the towns and cities. So there was an expansion in terms of population, and once population increases, the demand for food is also going to increase. Right? Next, we have the demand for agricultural raw materials for the textile industry. And we have here, for example, more cotton had to be produced to clothe the population. Because remember that once the population increases, not only will you need to feed them, but also be able to provide different things like clothes. And in that case, the textile industry would come into play. So there was a demand for more agricultural products like the fur from animals to help with making cloth. Right? So the population definitely started to increase. The next one is new ideas, methods, and machinery were being invented to perform tasks on a farm at a faster rate and to ensure output levels would satisfy the demands. Examples include the horse-drawn seed drill, as well as the introduction of selective breeding of livestock, which led to increased animal products, introduction of new farming tools, use of fertilizers, and crop rotation. So when I speak of selective breeding, I speak about selecting the best set of animals to reproduce so that at the end of the day you can get the best results. Right? There was an introduction of more complex tools that could perform more tasks, right? As well as crop rotation, meaning that they would not just use one crop. They would cultivate more than one crop and rotate them at different times of the year so that at the end of the day they can make enough crops. Alright? So at the end of the day, it's all about making the work faster and getting more goods to feed the population. Alright, and these are some examples of the inventions. Next, there was a change from the open field system to the enclosure system or land. And as we continue in the slide, we're going to look at the difference between those two. And finally, we have the establishment of the Royal Agricultural Society in 1839. This was a factor because it led to the starting of the Agrarian Revolution. And in this case, this society started to publish journals which disseminated new ideas and technologies or techniques of farming. So in terms of making things better, this publication opened the eyes of farmers and allowed them to come up with a change or a different way of farming.